Hi, I'm Penny Bowden. I help aspiring artists to draw intuitively and confidently. I am also the host of Intuitive Drawing, a free Facebook group for aspiring artists just like you. If you are watching from the group, that's great. If not, then I welcome you to come on over and join us. I've included a link above so you can request to join right away. I am just getting my stuff shared around to the right places here. I'm working on getting my introduction here a little quicker so I can get on with the topic at hand. Just going to get it shared into my group here. Okay, so first of all, I want to thank you folks in my group for posting your beautiful artwork. I am truly honored to see all the beautiful artwork in the group. And I guess more than anything, because it just shows the true honesty of the artist. It's all these different beautiful styles, and each one is someone's beautiful creation, and that is so beautiful. I find it a shame when people think that their art isn't as good as other people's, because it's not the same. It's the beauty of the creativity. It's the beauty of the honesty in the artwork, and that's what my topic is today, is honesty in artwork. I once heard that Marilyn Monroe cut the heel off of one high heel shoe. She not totally cut it off, but she shaved it down so it was about 1/4 of an inch shorter than the other one. I don't actually know if the story is true or not, as with most celebrity stories, but if it was, it may have given her that swanky, sexy walk that she was loved for. And if so, Marilyn knew her stuff. Of course, that's why she got where she did. She knew that imperfection was the charm of artwork. Many people say that Bob Dylan couldn't sing. Some even say that he yelled his way through his songs. I've heard it said that he sounded like a chain smoking something or other, just kind of chugging through his songs. And people, more than anything, I've heard a lot of things saying Bob Dylan couldn't sing, but Bob Dylan did sing. Nevertheless, whether he could sing, whether he had a perfect singing voice or not, he delivered true honesty through his beautiful folk songs and really touched a generation and many generations to follow through his one-of-a-kind style. It made him a beloved folk music legend. It was the imperfection that held the charm. I also knew a fellow artist who was a locally renowned oil painter. He depicted a lot of Western themes, hunting themes, mountain themes, things like that. He suffered a stroke that affected the right-hand side of his body. And like any other artist who has been successful, he wasn't a quitter. But he was forced to train, he was forced to use the art skills he had within his mind, but use them through his non-dominant hand now. He was no longer able to use his dominant hand, his right hand. He had to switch to his left hand in order to utilize the artistic knowledge that was still there with him. Many people, including me, enjoy his work much more after his stroke. It's the preference shown was for the genuine character and honesty that was shown in his post-stroke paintings. I guess almost like when you go back to childhood and you can't worry about perfection anymore because you're just learning how to do the process. It's the honesty. It's the true honesty and genuine character, the genuine self-expression in the artwork that makes it beautiful. Perfection is not the purpose of art. Like your written signature, true, honest artwork shows the heart and soul of you, its creator. Your viewers experience a connection through your art to you, through the beauty of your self-expression. This is the essence of art. Just let me check things. Cindy McGarrick, thank you for joining us. It's nice to see you, Cindy. Let's get back to what we were talking about here. Feel free to get your questions up here. I love to hear questions from you. I love to answer art questions, and I love your comments. Say hi, tell me where you're from. That's great. let's get back to where I was here. Where was I? This is the essence of art. The honesty in your art is the essence of your art. It's a powerful form of communication. Your art really is a form of communication that transcends conventional language. And this is what compels people to take your artwork off the gallery walls and home with them. And I know a lot of you are nowhere near the stage where you have the confidence to put your artwork in the galleries, but you know, when you really think about it, I know I've been working with aspiring artists for a while now, and I find that really the only real difference between those that are struggling as beginners and those that are going somewhere with their art, that are getting their art out into shows, selling their art, winning awards, things like that. It's confidence that is the only difference. Confidence is the difference between the beginner and, I don't even want to say I never want to use the word better or more advanced artist, because you know, we're all really just beginners in many ways. And I don't feel that any artist is better than any other. We may be at different levels. Hi Vicky, great to see you here. Thanks for joining us. We may be at different skill levels, but we're really all beginners, and I truly don't believe any artist is better than one another, because as long as you're truly expressing yourself through your heart, you're on the same level with the rest of us that are. So believe in yourself. It's the confidence that makes the difference. And the true honesty you're expressing through your art, you're being yourself, you're being who you are, and that is what is important. I am honored every day to see the beautiful, honest artwork and artistic interpretations in my Facebook group. I'm finding it overwhelming how people are connecting with one another through the glass wall of the computer, just due to the honesty of their artwork. It's the honest imperfections that make your artwork beautiful. So if you think about Marilyn Monroe or Bob Dylan or my friend that suffered a stroke and had to switch hands, those people knew the true honesty of their art. They weren't worried about perfection. They were just totally immersed in the creative process of their chosen art. And that's what's important. That's what makes artwork artwork. If you're finding it difficult to let go of those crippling expectations of perfection, I've got a little exercise for you, and it's very simple. Just try drawing with your left hand, or your non-dominant hand, I guess. I mean, I can't really say left hand because some people are left-handed. That's the way they normally draw. But try drawing with your non-dominant hand. What that does is it takes you back to childhood, when you first were learning to draw, and you couldn't be hung up on perfection because you were having to learn the process of drawing, right? So you were just expressing, you were putting down what you saw in front of you, you were interpreting your world through your artwork, through your drawing. So give it a try. Try drawing with your left hand and see what happens. And you'll be amazed by the charm that comes out. You'll be amazed by the personality that shows through. Let's see if I covered everything I wanted to cover. Looking at my notes here. Yes, I added at the bottom there, you'll be so focused on learning to draw again that perfection will not be an option. So give it a try. Give it a try, and I would love to see your results in my group. And I want to thank people for posting their beautiful art, because I know that it's not an easy thing, especially as a beginner, because it's almost like when you're sharing your artwork, that true honesty, that true expression, it's almost like it's scary. It's almost like you're stripping yourself naked and saying, here I am. So it is difficult. So because of that, I truly, truly appreciate when you share. And I also, another thing I truly, truly appreciate is the support of the fellow artists. When the people are making their efforts to be who they are as an artist, and the other people come in and they give them all those encouraging words, and it's just awesome. And when that happens, everybody does nothing but improve. It just builds the community, makes it a stronger community, and connects the wonderful world of artists. And that's in my community and in the artist world at large too. So thank you for joining me. If you are not a member of my group, I do encourage you to come on over and join the fantastic community. You can click the link above. I've included the link for Intuitive Drawing with Penny Bowden, and I would be delighted for you to join. And if you are watching this from the replay, I welcome questions and comments of all kinds. And I'm just going to take one last look here to see if I missed anything before I sign off. Not sure what my topic's going to be next week, but I'm sure there will be something. Just about every week I think, well, what am I going to do next week? I'll never come up with a topic for next week, and I always do. So that's very true of all art. My little art talks that I give here are just part of my art. So I suffer the same sort of struggles that I suffer sometimes in my art that I do on paper. Let's see. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anyone's comments. Oh, Linda says I forgot. She forgot to join me maybe, but she's joining me now. Great. Thank you, Linda. You can always go back and replay it. Watch the replay. And just want to make sure I didn't miss anything here before I sign off. And we've got Love Mo. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your names right. I always feel bad if I don't know the pronunciation of someone's name. I really appreciate you joining me. And I wish I could pronounce your name properly, but I know I've got people from all different countries all over the world here, so I do my best to pronounce names, but I can kind of be a klutz when it comes to that too, so please forgive me. Okay. Great, Linda. Yes, go back and watch the replay. It's here for you to watch again. And I'm still getting used to this live streaming process. I'm still a little bit awkward, so please forgive me for that too. I'm doing my best here to make sure things run smoothly. They are getting more smooth, but it is taking me some time. It's like the same thing with any other art. It's, you know, I'm dealing with my artwork here, my art talks, and my written work that I do for people, and it's the same thing. It's awkward at first, but I'm trying. So it looks like I got everybody, and I will come back to this post and answer questions too. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week.